This is a reading for Aries for the month of October. So first of all, a good shuffle. If you leave a comment, then I will reply with a free Law of Attraction Oracle card reading within 24 hours. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for instant notification. There's also links if you'd like to buy me a coffee or for a personal reading. And don't forget to like and share. So just let me just focus around your energy. And then see what's come up for you. Something here about you stepping back from a situation, okay? Something here about you taking control, because what I feel here is that you've been letting someone else control the situation, okay, or leaving things to circumstances. Okay, so you're letting someone else create your own reality, or you're leaving like circumstances to create your own reality here. But it's like you kind of change things around here. You kind of sort of take back your power here around a situation. Okay, so I do sense you have been like giving, and someone has been taking, and you would think that the more you give, the more you get back. But it hasn't been working that way, and it's like you step back, you kind of sort of get this wake up call, and then in moving away from the situation, you put yourself into this receiving mode, and everything which you've given will come back in equal measure from one source or another. It's a bit like in the old days, we used to like have a CB radio, like with a microphone and a button. So when you give, when you talk, you press the button on the microphone, okay, so you give, but to receive you have to let go, okay, so it's the same kind of thing here. You're starting to let go, okay. It's interesting, this card is kind of sort of given so much because the number 9 is all about manifestation, okay. You've got one coin here, you're holding one coin, okay, which represents abundance, okay, or what you want. So it's starting to come back, but look, there's so much waiting to come back. And I just see like this flow here. You know, this flow like water. And it's like your abundance starts to flow. So you've got one here, then you'll get another, and it'll build up your confidence. You'll step back more and you get more and more and more, and it'll just flow. This is the direction of travel here for you. Yeah, it's been difficult. There's certainly been some type of ending here, okay. There's some type of stagnation. It's a bit like you've got a plant, okay. It's in a room, it's reached the ceiling, it's got nowhere else to grow. So do you put a hole in the ceiling, or do you move the plant somewhere else? Yeah, it's just things are too complicated where you are, okay. The best way forward is shown by what you're doing, which is actually walking away from a situation, and walking away you put yourself into that receiving mode, and what's yours will come towards you, okay. It's very positive receiving. Taking isn't always positive. It hasn't been in your situation where someone's been taking and not giving back in equal measure. It's much easier just to walk away and then receive what's yours. It's been difficult, yeah. You know, you've been feeling very emotional about the whole situation. I must give this to you. I do feel a toxic feminine energy who's been around the whole situation. It could be male or female, but it's coming across as being feminine. Someone who's been like this thorn in your side. Someone who's been trying to throw a spanner in the works. They could well be very jealous of you, or very jealous of what you have, okay. They have a big bearing on the whole situation here, okay. But as I said, I just sense you're going to step back from all of this. You're going to walk away, and then in walking away you get the best deal. That's what I get here. Yeah, this card, the Ten of Cups, is emotional happiness, That's what that card is. If you want a keyword or a couple of keywords, emotional happiness is on the way. That's what you're, I mean, I say what you're heading towards, but it's really more about what's heading towards you. Because if you go back to the kind of giving and receiving, if you're receiving, then it comes to you. You don't need to do anything apart from receive. Okay, and you're going to receive this emotional happiness, but you can't receive that until you're in receiving mode. It makes sense. Once you find a way to actually walk away and not be attached to the situation, then it starts coming towards you. You will notice, and it will start to build up in the coming weeks and months. Yeah, I mean, quite clearly it shows you letting go of something here. Okay, and letting go, you allow what's yours to come in. It's all about losing the world to gain the world. Things haven't changed. There's been like this stagnation. It's like Groundhog Day, where it's kind of like being the same day just over and over again. But like Groundhog Day, you are learning within that same day. Okay, and there will be this kind of sort of breakthrough where you learn how to escape from the same day into a much better day, which is shown here by the emotional happiness. And you must be reminded that there is no road to happiness. Okay, the road is happiness, and it's like you find that happiness within yourself, and then it starts to show up on the outside. That's interesting because on the subconscious level is the Hermit in the reverse position. I think already you've done a lot of thinking about this situation. There could well be a lot of overthinking as well. A lot of, it's like you've been like this dog with a bone, okay? But it's like you let go of that bone, and then there's a bone with much more meat on it kind of waiting for you, okay? Waiting to come towards you. And it's very much about you becoming more proactive. So rather than thinking about stuff so much, it's like you start to do stuff. You start to take action around the situation or inaction. So in your case, it's walking away from something is your action, but in a sense it's inaction because you kind of put yourself into this receiving mode. Something comes to light. It's like you wake up, you smell the coffee, you get this wake up call here. Yeah, the advice here is to use your mind around the situation. Okay, it could well be that you've worn your heart on your sleeve. Someone's been taking advantage of your good nature, taking you for granted. It's like you shift your mind. Your mind comes into control here. Don't get me wrong, you will be in touch with your emotions, because if you're not, then it does build up this inner resentment, okay? And it kind of creates you to go around in circles. But the other extreme, the way you were, it's like you were wearing your heart on your sleeve and you were just giving. Someone was taking advantage here. So it's not going so deep. It's not letting your emotions control the situation. It's more about you being in control of your emotions, but taking on board what your heart has to say as well. Yeah, you've been in the thick of things here. It's like you haven't been able to see the wood for the trees. But it's like you step back, you see the bigger picture. You see what needs to be done. You gain clarity. Because the way it's been, it's like you've had a plant and you've been watering that just over and over again. And it's like you step back. You go back every now and again to water, but not constantly. You step back and then you allow things to grow. You allow things to develop. I think your fear here has changed. It's all new. You've been so used to the status quo because you kind of expect what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. Even though it's very unsettled, you kind of used to it. So this is all changed. And the way things are going is you're going to find that emotional happiness, or the emotional happiness is going to find you. And then you become secure within the security. Not secure within the insecurity, but secure within the security. Okay, ticks all the boxes here for you. But initially it's difficult because change you will try to resist. Yeah, which is very much confirmation here. I think it's just a reminder that the darkest hour is just before the dawn. It's these changes. You're doing things which you're not perhaps comfortable with, but it's the right thing deep within yourself. So initially it will be difficult. It's like pulling back this elastic band, letting go, and then it projects itself forward. If you leave a comment, then I will reply with a free Law of Attraction Oracle card reading within 24 hours. Don't forget to like and share. There's also links if you'd like to buy me a coffee or for a personal reading. And don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you.